Hello. 안녕한데요. Hello, Bob. Bob and Wes. It's good to see you. Hopefully, we finish this episode, or well, part. Unmute the game. Actually, probably turn it down a little bit because I turned my microphone down just in case it was a little too loud last time. Just in time for laundry day. Garbage day. Oh, I should have gotten a glass of water. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick. I'm back, baby. Did we solve the secret of Gordy? Gordy was the it was like the inflatable dandy thing that got blowed up because Larry screwed the pooch. There was never a monster. It's time to get reading. Oh my god. It's falling apart. What is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Let me just get my volume mixer on the side so I can see if it's working or not. The defense is ready. Apparently the prosecution is also ready. What is the judge here anyways? Von Karma, your opening statement. No opening statement, so... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Order, order. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness, my decisive witness to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. Witness, state your profession. I am the proprietor of the restaurant The Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats. I didn't send you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. I haven't heard who this old guy is. He's not stated his name yet. So I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah. I predicted the trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions to cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. Yeah. Well, I'm not really sure. Yep. What do you mean? My memory. The witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall. The question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we, witness? But how can he remember DL6? It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. And I heard another bang. Just on the boat. And a man walks by my window. There was nothing to question my witness's testimony. No need for cross-examination. There are only 10 seconds before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now. Yes, Mr. Wright. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. His gamer rage. 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well, then let's just take our time. Cross-examine the witness. Just after midnight, you say? Just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised he seems so sure about it today. I asked him and he remembered, isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly. I did. Let me actually. I gotta save the game because this one's been kind of tough. I'm actually gonna turn the volume down just a teeny bit. In the restaurant where I rent boats. Is there anyone who can verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for a court of law, Mr. Wright. Exactly what's not good enough? Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. A parrot? Don't be hard on the girl, Keithy boy. Keith? Prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shot. Witness, please continue. I heard a bang. Yep. And where did the bang seem to come from? From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat floating on the lake. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far up there. I couldn't see clearly. Figure there were 2 men up there. Couldn't see them clearly. Yep, at the time that is. At the time? Then I heard another bang. So you heard 2 gunshots in total? Yep. Okay, well that's the part we have to present the evidence for, probably. By the window. By my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me when I saw him. Rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. I have a bad feeling about this. That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. The dad? Dad, Sergeant Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by too. So are you sure the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is going at us very quick. This trial's gonna be over. And are we proving after trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun? Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun in the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. It's easily explainable. Could have wiped his prints after he fired. We're ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in the witness's testimony is true. Alright, this witness claims Edgeworth said, "I can't believe he's dead," but his word is all we have here. You were telling a lie. In the court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, I realized it is a fact. His testimony's lies show us proof. We have evidence. I don't know what to do anymore. I have the evidence. 3 minutes is too high of an expectation. 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. That is a... What? No. Was I not supposed to do that? Okay, well. Let's try giving the evidence first. Oh, okay. Never mind. Why they gotta do this to me? I guess I'm not supposed to object for a second. Was I supposed to do it the first time? I feel like I'm looking for clues that that don't exist. Again? But did he remember anything? He doesn't seem to remember many things. Am I just supposed to? Is it a fake out? What do you mean? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just there's just a fake out. Me? Oh, Larry! What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until it was just yesterday, but today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Okay. They really gotta waste my time doing that. But what is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for an adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot. Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. Sitting in the audience listening to the testimony, and I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Can't let you sit here and call AG a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Order. This is the first time something like this has happened in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. You've already given your decision. Trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. If only it wasn't Larry, he could make things even worse. Doesn't get any worse. It's another witness. It's our duty to hear him, let him speak. Right here, right now. Except time verdict cannot be overturned. Let me speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict or make sure no mistake has been made. Every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Or do you call this new witness to testify? Now? What? Court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. Ew, that was too close. Keep on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. You're sweating bullets. I wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night? Yes. That he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. And the balloon in the air tank that night? Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something? A lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. So the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right? Might be our chance. Our chance? When Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't talked to testify before the court. Someone is Larry. It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? 15 minutes. 15. Everything's on Larry now. Roman's photo is DL6 on it because it's from whatever. The previous incident. Court is now back in session. Witness. Please testify the court of everything you saw on the night of December 24th. Leave it to me. Admit it, but you're our last chance. Didn't have time to prep his witness. Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back at the rental shop dock. And just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Come this far. There's no way to go but forward. I gotta check on something real quick. Okay. Yeah, not on the boat. Roy's right. There were so many things wrong. I don't know where to begin. Well, okay. Well, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 when I went out in the boat. Everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited till the coast was clear to speak. And why were you out on a boat such late an hour? I was looking for something, and I found it. Looking for something? Yeah, Mr. Butts, what is it? What you were looking for? witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figured I was out searching for about an hour, so I guess it was about 12 o'clock. Hey, don't give me that face. It's kind of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Where did the sound come from? I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know? Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. But I didn't see a boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order. Well, Mr. Butts, whoa, everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. Not sure whether there was a boat up there or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. A single gunshot, I went home, so you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Well, Nick? It's pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess you should work on contradictions. So we have the gun that says there were more than that many gun shoots. So we're gonna try... Either gonna be this one or the gun. Okay. Oh, okay. Hello, Rick. Did I miss cross-examining a parrot? No. We pretty much just started. Is it this one they want me to show it to? Okay, there we go. Wait a sec, Larry. They still won't let us show the 3 gunshots gun, even though they clearly made a point about it. You only heard one bang, you are sure? That's what I said. But Lotta Hart testified yesterday she heard 2 bangs, and the old man now just said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. You gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Butts, what? You have only heard 1 gunshot? Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Huh? Not sure? How could you be not sure? I, might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What? Order. Stop with the booing, Mr. Butts. You were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That's a crime? I was into my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal, Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I don't accept this witness or his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should we continue his testimony? Continue! Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah, nothing more pitiful than a lawyer doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Give your testimony and be sure to include your details like your radio. You fucking idiot. What? Hello, origami. What episode is this? This is the 4th episode from the first game, I believe. What Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all requests radio show on the radio. See, I was listening to it real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. Listening to your radio at a high volume. Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe his testimony. Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks in between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. The lake? The lake? I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Man, I can't imagine trying to ad-lib the Xavier voice. Can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Baba Booey. Free company, Japan, America. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. Why were you alone on Christmas Eve? Alone on a Friday evening? Pathetic. So you turn on the radio? Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know? You don't know what it's like out there. Alone on Christmas Eve, alone. I shouldn't have said anything. I was just listening to the All Request radio show on the radio. Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you're listening to? It has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor. Radio, that's all you need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts. How loud was your radio set that night? I was listening to it real booming loud like. Real booming loud? Yeah, you know. And you had headphones on. Yep. I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. Did you invite Butts here, or did you come here by one comrade? He just ran in. I spent like 20 minutes loading saves because they do a fake guilty verdict on you, and I was like, oh, I guess I got the wrong answer. No, of course you can't. Nah, I can't prove it. But I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back to me real clear, you know? I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. Why were you not eating the traditional KFC? What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what the radio DJ said do to us? We should care. We should care. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask? Very well. Mr. Butts, please testify court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot. Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Let me revoke. I gotta press it till you get the bottom of what happened. So is gonna be what? It's almost Christmas. The gun, the bullet. It happened right after Christmas, or right, whatever. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easily. Something the matter, Mr. Wright. Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The GG said, hey, it's almost Christmas when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas at all. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. Oh. Hello, Dave. Good to see you. I'll give you a fake game over to show you how good Von Karma is, yeah. But I mean, like... it wasn't obvious to me that it was supposed to be a fake out, because, like, I was trying everything. That would seem to be the case, yes, but he should have heard the gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact. What time was the photo? 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order, what does this mean? Prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Oh, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butts' claim he heard this gunshot before midnight? I mean, there's clearly more than one gunshot. Gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence of this wild claim. There was a gunshot before midnight. The empty photo. Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. This was taken by a witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. Timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh, There's nothing on the lake but in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean, Your Honor? Photograph was taken by an automatic camera. Camera was set off to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise in the lake. At 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Yet that would seem to be the case, then where does that leave us? Mr. Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Tell me she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is the fact that the camera also triggered 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. The camera's set to respond to loud noises. Yes? There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot, while the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear. You want Miss Wright? There's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 was indeed a gunshot? I mean, all we have left is the gun, right? Where were you on the night of the murder? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. This game forgets about depositions. Your Honor, he was goofing. There were 2 murders that happened that night with the same gun. This is my evidence. The murder weapon with the pistol was bothering my Honor. Both of the witnesses testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order. That would make sense to the evidence we've seen so far. However, leaves me wondering what exactly did happen on the night of the lake. Exactly, if this is true, 2 sets of gunshots were separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes? What's wrong, Nick? I have it! I have it! Remember the case with the steel samurai? Huh? I remember, of course. Murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya, if we don't figure this out, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, I'm gonna run with it. Is this safe? Safe? Already got a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You should watch and let me know if anything I say sounds suspicious. Your Honor. Your Honor? Ancestral blood memory. The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? You finally realize the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie, take a deep breath and consider the facts. Time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. This shooting kit was 1 meter. Couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. And it's hard to imagine any possibility, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have the photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. Timestamp says 00:15. I heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are. We can't say Edgeworth and Hammond, because that's bad for us. Can't say Edgeworth and the murderer, because that wouldn't make any sense. This is a weird question to ask. Alright, let's keep our attorney health points in check. I mean, it could have, I'm trying to, like, recall what was even said. Quick default, do you remember the Steel Samurai case from 4 years ago? The guy, he got pushed by accident onto like a garden spike. That's how he died, right? And then like someone moved him over, make it look like you got stabbed. What? I don't even remember what we were figuring out. It's a top or middle. Oh, oops. I was just picking, or I just wanted to select it. I didn't actually want to pick it, but okay. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. I'm sure Phoenix Wright will explain this. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. Oh. Okay. What? Are you serious? Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. So I didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. But not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Wright. It's... I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of that boat shop. The old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way on the lake to shoot someone? Just that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat. Then where did this murder take place? Was it in the rental shop? Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. You have proof of that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Call Larry's testimony, if you will. That night, he was out on the lake on the boat, searching for something. Finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he heads for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would he be if he had just returned a boat? The boat shop! Alright, gang. Let's go back to the malt shop. What happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Are you sure about this? Not really. I have to start at the very beginning and take it slow. Maybe we'll figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. But the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he had gotten into the boat with Edgeworth and went out in the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? We're trying to protect Miles, right? Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice, both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute, yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations, the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. Because he missed? The first shot missed? He aimed for Edgeworth and he missed. What are you saying? Shot twice to create a witness? What does that even mean? Releases his pistol and fires one shot, then ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. His heart did that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, waits a bit and fires again. Then the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. So looking around the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. Oh, okay. Murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. But he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Sure, of course. Is that everything falls into place? Shop caretaker swam back to the shop. He put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. What happened, Your Honor? Okay. They're not the witness from before. The parrot. We're gonna... Yeah, I anticipate the parrot's coming in soon. This is what the police is for. Hello, Rolo. It's good to see you. Maya's the murderer. Create witnesses. You probably do lottos there? How would he know? Is this revealing that I'm stupid? Because, like, it feels like everyone else it's catching on quickly, but I'm still under the impression that the caretaker's retarded. Like, we jumped. I feel like we jumped a lot of sharks. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Dorothy heard what the defense has said. Yes, well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come into a boat shop by the lake at midnight before Christmas Eve. Said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I can't say what it was. Mr. Bailiff, we're conducting a trial here and we're asking you to remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him, quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Mr. Von Kama, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. Rose was saying that I can't declare a verdict under these circumstances. I'll extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request the police department use all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who was that boat shop caretaker? His identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well, court is adjourned. Unless they plan on introducing more characters. Like, the only person left is the brain-damaged guy from the incident, who probably fits the bill. Like, up until now, you could have just... Up until now, the only thing you could have said was that, oh, he was just old, so he, like, forgets things. Because that's what people do. You know, if one of the critical characters was a guy who suffered brain damage, I'd expect them to be, like, constrained to a chair and, like, with an oxygen supply or something. Hey, Maya. I also got the under from the guilty verdict. What about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out, sure. Once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. Wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, you're probably gonna get off the hook. You could try and smile a little. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. I don't know whether or not to tell you. So little time left. I want to tell you get it off my chest, but can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. Memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of a murder. You didn't miss on purpose, idiot. What are you... Bob, why are you being so mean to me? Whole series to make you feel like a brainlet is only a missile gymnastics at play. I guess it wouldn't... Well... I mean, I guess we don't know about the incident yet. So, like, what happened? Edgeworth's dad was in an elevator. They got stuck. The third guy in there went crazy and shot him with a gun, or he was just really upset at him. And then... So Robert bailed him out. So I guess he wouldn't... Unless he's just like, I gotta clean up the loose ends. You wouldn't have a reason to kill him. He just has a grudge against the Edgeworth bloodline. What's Mr. Edgeworth talking about? How they're gonna jumped off? Apparently, I was under the impression that he shot the gun, missed, and then Edgeworth dove into the lake to get away from him. That was what I was going for, but to be fair, Rick and I, and probably others, are familiar with this game. In this case in particular, really? I don't remember. I assumed that you would know, Dave, but I don't know. I think Rick smoke bombed me into thinking that he was playing it blind. If that's the case, it's a while the Wright seems crazy confident lawyer throwing accusations like he's like he's some amazing lawyer. You see him panicking internally the whole time. Sorry, Dave, I know nothing about this game. Okay. The incident. Yeah. Do you have the patch? He was merely pretending to be retarded. Quick Maya, channel the dead guy. Yeah, see, this is a problem. Maya's spirit meeting powers are too strong, so they have to find a way to nerf her in every case so that she can't just solve it for you. You really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never. Yo! How's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? And I'm swooning in the aisles. Am I swooned? Oh yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on, tell me what truth. It was like love on first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on. I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should have been bowing before me, yeah. Bow before your hero. Larry, you really helped out on the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy's pretty suspicious, but if Edgy ain't off the hook yet... Way to spoil the mood, Larry. And just the guy sitting in the audience, you know? From where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. You can tell it... Do you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know, but what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? He's changed recently, true, but when you first met him, he's kind of a jerk, don't you think? You had known back then, back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. That when you two were classmates? Yes. In grade school, they saved me. Miles and Larry, they saved me and I'll never forget it. Why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Oh, with it, I'm gonna hear the story today and that's final. Okay. Kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on a trial, a class trial. Remember Larry, spring, end of 3rd grade? Kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school is really small. Month kid would bring an envelope with money. Kids would bring an envelope with money for lunch from home. I see. Anyway, the kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. Oh yeah, now you mentioned I do remember that. Why'd you forget though? You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming out with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So they thought you did it? Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? The next day we held a classroom trial with me as a defendant. I didn't do it. Guilty! You robbed the bank the other day? You know, shouldn't steal people's money, it's not right. And even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad, I couldn't stop crying. I had to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. Objection! He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs! Wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting at you did it, but no one has any proof. That's why, Your Honor, the boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. Why don't all you just shut up? Look at this dude. This is how it always is. Everyone gang up on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well, I'll price the money myself. Class trial is over. They were in 3rd grade law school. But the 3 of us were best of friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. Yeah, well, it was just lucky I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd have done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyways, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. His eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm gonna be a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. It's annoying how smug he is in Ace Attorney 4. Then in Ace Attorney 5, he's mostly back to normal flustered all the time. Merely pretending is very accurate. I'm surprised he never played this. I think he liked the writing and humor. Rick said he would try Danganronpa after I finish playing this, which this could take a while. If I take like 2 streams to do a single episode, that might be tough. Although I think this one's especially long. Memories of a murder I committed against pizza. Maybe we shouldn't talk about this in the courthouse, Edgeworth. The chickens fear me. Fish fear me. Men fear me. Talking to ghosts is not permissible in court. Edgeworth could have helped you, telling you exactly what happened. He just had a bit of a headache. Thought the spirit medium angle was goofy, but I like how the 4th episode of the 3rd game turns its head on a little. Okay, well, we're gonna get there. It'll take a while. Edgeworth is being a pain in the ass as usual. Edgeworth is tsundere. Larry's like, yeah, I stole the money. Seeing that, just from seeing this much of the first game, I now understand why Fujoshis love this game so much. Wright and Edgeworth have a textbook enemies to lovers relationship. Little Edgeworth is dressed like that. Young Edward. The teacher took it. We should have had a neck cravat as a child. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. Several years later, when I heard Edgeworth's name again, there was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." That's the 3rd Raido Kuzunoha game. Devil Attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? That's not the Edgy I used to know at all. What I thought too. Should I get in touch with him? I don't know how many times. He never replied. It's because the murderer was acquitted. He wants them all guilty. Couldn't drop it though. I wanted to meet him. I want to learn why he had become who he had become. That's when I decided. You don't mean that's why? So I became a defense attorney to meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believed in him. He's a pain. No one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. So what? Why you helped me out for free? Yes, I helped you because I believed in you. If they don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Aw, Nick. They've Mr. Edgeworth, this is the last thing we do. Very well, me. There's a rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd sell for who. This can clean out some of this evidence we no longer need. Let's go. Oh, that was long. Let's save. Take a look at my badge. Ooh, I was hot out there. Hot. How's that being someone's case going? You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard a story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, alright, yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it's probably only really mattered to me anyways. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, does that sound like the kind of thing you'd do? You haven't changed one bit, have you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, even. Maybe, yeah. I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth, why'd you become a prosecutor anyways? You used to look up your dad. You said you want to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? Sorry, right, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. Had to be the shooter. Any way you look at it, yet he was found innocent. A defense attorney got him off the hook. Be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. We rescued, all suffered deprived oxygen deprivation, and lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Now I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed that Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence, innocent. So when I changed my mind, I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of the courtroom techniques from him. He's like my sister was to you, Nick. He's a perfectionist in all things, in court, in his personal life. He's obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved, and not one suspect was declared innocent, ever. But that's... I know, it's possible that some of the suspects were indeed innocent, but it's impossible to actually accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does in his job is find the suspect guilty, perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. If the weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. If what you're saying is true, they're heading for a guilty sentence tomorrow. No time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation which I find myself in, I'll admit. Parrot. Here's my badge. What are you showing me this picture for? No reason. You know, I was impressed by your deduction in the trial today. Granted, you were at the end of the rope, but still. He noticed. Gross big. He's out again. When does it work anyways? Yeah, motherfucker, it's me, Mr. Grossberg. Yeah, motherfucker. Demon attorney would be so funny. He is pretty edgy. Rydoferson, attorney at law. Take demons to court, so you broke your summoning contract. The original contract holder died, so it was void. Your Honor, the suspect has summoned a succubus. Your Honor, my client may be a giant penis riding a chariot. Doesn't mean he sexually harassed that woman. The man inside the elevator. There was a secret other man looking in from the top of the elevator. There should be an achievement for showing your fetch to everyone. I would get that achievement. Looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't back. Gumshoe, he won't be coming back today. Oh, really? Said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The boat shop caretaker. Shout out something about the catching him is the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. What? That's impossible! The world ended yesterday. Please, think of what you're doing, Jolinda. Don't take my Tommy away from me, no. Is he doing some nasty... He must be doing some insuring for a nasty divorce argument. I want to find out on the last day that he's actually just, like, watching a drama. Hey, pal, long time no see. Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I almost snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may, it's my duty to you as a police officer. I'll have to catch me a criminal. The Gumshoe sure is active today. No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotta was camping? The woods are off limit to camping, and apparently the rangers found out. He got pretty mad. No one could go in for a while. Guess Lotta's in a whole lot of trouble. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Let's get some samurai dogs, yeah, motherfucker. Eyesore. Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Edgeworth to show up for work. Can we get a dog? Changing the temperature like a vampire? That old caretaker got away. Never mentioned he might be the real murderer. I know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Aha, hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, hmm? The days of my youth like the scent of a fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That's true, yes. But from what I saw today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I would offer you some assistance. Thanks, bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyways? Who knows? He was the real murderer. The forest, there's someone in there. There's a few policemen in there. They must be looking for the caretaker. Good luck. The bird is still there. Can we open the safe? I believe you'd run off and leave a poor pair to fend for herself. Hello, hello. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't kidnap her. At least know better anyways. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. Says I can't take you. Right now the bird's gonna hate me. I guess the whole pasta restaurant thing was a lie. But you thought he was telling the truth? I just thought he was psychotic. Like, or well, demented. Fishing pole looks expensive. Maybe we should bring it to Detective Gumshoe. Do you think the caretaker would mind? We can just leave them in the metal detector in exchange. Ah! What's wrong, huh? Oh, never mind. What? Tell me! Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They were showing a Pink Princess special this week. Oh, see? So I don't want to tell you. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the safe number. Oh, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Let's open it, Nick. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Huh? But hey, he keeps it locked, so there must be something of value in there. The only thing in here is a letter. How boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. Written in precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick? Why would Edgeworth's name be on here? How would I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now's the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth, calling Edgeworth to the lake, getting on the boat and firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. See all here in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? But there's instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called it Edgeworth, he was following instructions, but who could have written that letter? I sure hope we have gloves on. What does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But there's one thing for certain. Better here's an amazing clue. Like, don't people usually put pictures fish on the wall to boast about them? Yeah, so pictures of the fish they caught, right? Right. Don't all the fish on the wall here look really puny to you? What to say? Should have seen the one that got away. E Columbo to you. Just one more thing. I saw you do it. Edgeworth, see this letter? It came from the safe in the shack where the boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge on me? Who's that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he been an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right, but I don't remember that old man, not at all. So he was following this letter then? Means there was someone else behind it. And that's time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond? It also says this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe. He's talking about the statute of limitations on DL6. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Suspect in DL6 incident, the one who was found innocent. But why would he want revenge? Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. Max wants me to make a real vampire character. I'll just make room temperature Goonius. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were in there for so long it felt like forever. The air thinned and darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Doctor! My brain hurt! Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help! Get us out! Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. What kind of elevator is airtight? Also, like, jeez. Didn't turn on the heater. The bird's gonna die. Yeah, it is Christmas. 3 days after Christmas or whatever. This is where the murderer made a serious mistake. It's fine, they're not wearing gloves. The court will take Phoenix's word on it. They stole his picnic basket. Kim too, I was in a hospital bed, staring at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. He claimed oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court. And Yogi was found innocent. It's a submarine elevator. Of course, Japan America is just like Atlantis. And that strange letter tells us to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would we want to take revenge on you? Right, yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these past few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell you all. You killed your own dad? The last 15 years I had the same dream almost every night. Going a fearful sweat every time. Every night for 15 years? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet, you're not making this any easier. I can't breathe, you're using up all my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. What are you? Stop breathing my air! There's evidence of the day in court or the bailiffs in the days I pick up the pistol. Get away! You threw the gun at him? That scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought's the only thing keeping me awake for the rest of the years. What if I'm wrong? What if it's real? You say that sometimes you'll shut out some memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. If you think about it this way, the letter makes sense. Revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Yogi really was the incident. They wanted revenge on me. Edgeworth, you mean? It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. The security guy over here, he's just trying to like pretend he's not noticing at this point. He doesn't get paid enough for this. What are you gonna do, Nick? What are you gonna do? Is there anything we can do, like it or not? Someone else who knows a lot about DL6 instead, maybe. There is, Nick. There's someone who knows about DL6. Yeah, Mr. Grossberg. Plus, the elevator is airtight. Is air exchange of power? Is there air circulation? It's a box in a vertical shaft. Carbon dioxide goes out, oxygen comes in. Did they deplete all of the air in the elevator shaft as well? Really not. My, just calm down, tell me what's happened. Mr. Edgeworth, he... I see, so Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream, only a dream. I wonder... What? If that's the case, why do you look so troubled, Well, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth, so deep he wanted to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real, as you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father, and the pistol fired. The deed was done. No, I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. Oh, so this is the letter. It seemed Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. His client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won the innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. You'll understand soon enough. Wait, what is it? It's a letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before. A long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? It was Manfred von Karma. Could it be Manfred von Karma? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma? Wait, you're right, my boy. This is von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. To see it all the time in court reports. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was correct. Manfred von Karma himself. What does this mean then? Why would von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? We know about Edgeworth's father. He's a defense attorney without peer. Sounds right. That is true. You may have one peer now to think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. Mia Fey. Gregory Edgeworth was disapproving of Mr. von Karma's techniques. Von Karma's an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost. And died in despair, as it were. I see. Gregory Edgeworth was killed. The police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yen Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. Everyone thought she was, you see. Now that I think about it, seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. Think he falsified his testimony? Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's the only possibility, mind you. I mean, it was pitch black, so how could he have known? This case is long as fuck, yep. Every single night, the majority of my life. Miles and his dad are built different oxygen suckers. This was originally the last case of the first game till the DS version came out? Oh my god. The next case is as long as 2 cases. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. You think an elevator just happens to stop like that? Von Karma did it. If it was truly Von Karma who wrote this letter, then you should know that you would know the truth. You would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. We'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. I'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. How could Von Karma know about Edgeworth's path like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. We know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. It was 15 years ago. Von Karma and Gregory met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence, and even though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusations stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow, it must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that. A vacation? The usual event for the man. First time in the last vacation he'd taken in many years prosecuting. I went there on vacation. Goes there, man. Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. In any case, it was the only time he took a vacation from work. The penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. If you wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's gonna bring up DL6. You can bet on it. Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6. I won't let him. But even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. I believe Edgeworth's innocent. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. He also lied to protect him from beyond the grave. Don't care, I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. I don't see anything. In fact, I think the chance of finding something are slim. I understand. So are there anyone here? Looking for the old guy, Yogi. It's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. Von Karma's in there. Von Karma's in the records room. Let's hurry. We were only here yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noting that he isn't here. What could it be? Where could the examination point be? Huh? One of the drawers is open. Someone's looking at it recently. Label says unsolved cases, evidence, unsolved cases. The file for DL6, it's completely empty. What? What are you doing in here? Von Karma, you. How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? See each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who can't shed the veneer of amateurism, just like his father, always second rate. You had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against your defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your perfect trial record? So you did, but what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival? That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Brown's last day of trial is... Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. Guilt of 15 years, I mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. I'm an attorney. Fool, you think I would give you a defense attorney information? Bah, creep. Ah yes, I'll just shoot you with my gun. My evidence gun. Case closed. Says you instructed Yan Yogi to commit murder. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it. You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter. Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. They made a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? A stun gun for self-defense, usually. 600,000 bolts. Bolts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000? People don't die from it usually. Now give me the letter. No! Nick, run! He got us. The letter's gone, of course. Took all the DL6 infinites. Maya. Has she had enough physical conditioning to summon the spirits again? The letter, did he take it? Huh? Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from the thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good. There has to be some way I can help her. I better do something with her self-confidence first. She's holding on to something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident. Evidence number 7. Taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I was holding this when I jumped him. To you. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove to you in court tomorrow. Yeah, like... Last case of Trilogy relates to fucking eternity. It's very works best in the one-off cases. Yeah. The smaller cases I enjoyed. Like getting to bang one out in a single stream. None of your beeswax, Phoenix. Smell you later. Yeah, you kind of have to. The guy who wrote these games has no idea how court cases work. He's gonna tase you in a police station. Yeah, he tased Maya. He tased like a 17-year-old girl. And, you know, that wasn't caught on camera, wasn't caught by any of the guards. This is it. Judgment Day. Things are settled at last. A lot of things. Ah, what's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. Oh, I touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from it running the sun gun yesterday. She's the shocker. Whoa! What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge. Right, good idea. How is she still holding 600,000 volts in her body right now? What's gone into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How'd it go, Detective? Have no fear, as promised, I've captured a runaway caretaker. I brought him in. Just took all night, pal. He's tired. Actually, after that shock on the way in, I feel pretty good. He says he's forgotten his own name. It has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm gonna prove it. The court is now destined for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. Not just the lawyers, but the mediums and the children. The defense is ready, Anna. Prosecution is ready. Right, very well. Reach the final day of the procedure of this trial. Ask the prosecution to submit decisive evidence. Understood. To be awed into silence for every little thing he says. Well then, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Back to the Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. Yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was a murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I'd like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where you witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why'd you run away yesterday? Witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. I'm really sorry about leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went out to buy some food for Paul, you see. Figure I got nothing to do with the incident anyhow, or I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one, so my testimony yesterday stands as it is. Very well, let's begin a cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name, Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm gonna prove it. Oh, let's save a game. I'd call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger. You don't need to rush your conclusions. I said the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. And why did you leave? He's just about to say why. He's not ready to listen. What kind of food does Polly eat? Polly's a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They have them in the big pet shop downtown. You weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, kinda got lost, you see. Why has trouble remembering things sometimes? Police apprehended him. He was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. You lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, seems like it. And how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not your memory. You know exactly who you are. That's why clearly he has no memory of who he is. And he's lying to show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in the old codger's head? It's impossible. How can you say I have no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? To make me repeat myself is right. The witness has no memory of anything bad several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. Impossible. I see something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. The same thing over and over now. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof in question. Is there anything to do with the real case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with the case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order, Mr. Wright. There's a serious problem with your claim. Are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Oh, now this is interesting. I'd like to know myself, so who is he? Yanni Yogi, former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh, Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident. There's a judge I heard of it. It's such a famous case. What does this mean? Your Honor, the man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating, however. How do you propose to prove this in court? It's a court of law, as you recall. You need proof. The witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. Prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. How are you gonna prove it? How are you gonna prove he's Yanni Yogi? It's quite simple, Your Honor. Take this man's fingerprints. Compare them to the fingerprints on the file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. Oh, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. Before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with that stuff. What? You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Witnesses of fingerprints, I guess we'll never be able to prove his identity. No. Do, Mr. Wright. Seems the case has been decided, no? No! I know what happened. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one. Nick, what are we gonna do? Consider this was... Cross-examination his parrot for a little comic relief? Yeah, very funny. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot? What is it? No, you're not going to. Your Honor. The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up on my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot! Order, order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce! I object. Wait a second, you were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma? I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, I'm you're ready for your consequences. Well, still want to go through with your little game? Yes, I'm doing it! Let the parrot take the stand. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Miss Maud Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot! She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. Holy shit, that's a big bird. That is quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name. The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Your witness, who is your owner? Please testify for us. Hello. Hello. Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin a cross-examination. I don't know, what do you do, Maya? Who are you? Fuck you mean he has no fingerprints? He cut them all off. Can't just say hello and expect to get us anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right. What do I say? Have we forgotten something? I called 2 days ago. Ollie, have we forgotten something? Don't forget the L6. We can get Polly to say it here. Prove the caretaker had something to do with the L6. Have we forgotten something? Hello, hello. We're gonna say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't you say it? Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her to not respond when we asked if we forgot anything? You must speak. I'm gonna show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. And the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity, and I'm sure this proof. Nick, do you think that bluffing is a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi, Your Honor. The proof the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... fucking what? Oh. Did I not read this? What? Did they say this at all? P6 case file? The large file you have there. Which page is this proof on then? Show us the page. It's on the site Shark's page. Page. This page allows information going Yankee. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide. See? They'll say that. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly! He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I guess that is possible. Bah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Mr. Phoenix, right? Does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. Need some of the corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more. You can just one more piece of evidence. Right. But what? Very well, witness, you may continue. Actually, it does. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ridiculous. How can a number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? What, it's because it's his safe? Is it because the date of the incident is 1228? They want me to use the case again? The section you have of this case. We're in the files. On the case summary page, the case summary, specifically the date on which DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28th. That's today's date. 15 years ago. The number on the safe is 121228. Using the date of the DL6 incident as a number for the safe, Your Honor. That's how important the date was to him. Certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set secret numbers to dates. But this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number 1. This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. There's a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seem more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Witness, tell us your name. Wait, this witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think, finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Please state your name in the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order, order. Was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. Put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent really, but he didn't believe me. We went to trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. A chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment, revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Your Honor, I was merely pretending to be retarded for 15 years. Von Karma, where's Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then, the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent. In this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? Now here's the hard part. We have to convince Miles to not plead guilty. Which is probably going to involve my ass talking to a ghost or something. Thanks for telling us, dumbass. Bank account mysteriously emptied soon after. I would like to pass the judgment on the murder of Robert Hammond. Any objections? This court finds the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Confetti. That is all. This court is adjourned. Did someone say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. That means no. Edgeworth! Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yan Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in DL6. Raise an objection. Trials are in pass. You believe a certain witness raised an objection that a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. Hear this new statement. You must hear Miles Edgeworth. In years, I have had a recurring dream, a nightmare. It's only a nightmare, I told myself. Now I know it wasn't a dream. Yan Yogi wasn't the killer. In this one where your father died, from the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal DL6. It was me, Your Honor, and confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. Order, order. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant, declared innocent, is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Obvious, we hold a trial right here, right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago. I think I would like to hold a 5-minute recess. Then we'll take a appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. Hey, boo-boo. Can't be trialed for a murder when he was like 9. I'm sorry, Wright. I just wasted all your effort. Edgeworth, I don't believe it, sir. I mean, kill your dad? I don't want to believe it myself, detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. It's crazy. Just crazy. Nick, what are you doing? Huh? Oh, I was reading the court record on more. Getting my case ready. Your case for what, huh? An obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent! Talking about, pal, you just admitted it. You confessed to that in court. In a court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. Please tighten your belts. The fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Objection. Nightmares are not permissible as evidence. To resume our trial, Judge Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let's begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let's the defense do their cross-examining. There's limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. That's unconventional for me. I'd like to run this one by the book. Any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you know what's gonna happen from the beginning, didn't you? Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Edgeworth, I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your own father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Testify about this matter in court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake shook, driving us in the elevator. Father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, a single gunshot and then a scream. was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. Until now, you thought this memory was a dream. We were stuck in the elevator for 5 hours. Oxygen my elevator ran out. Lost memory of the events. Same claim Mr. Yogi made. Were your fingerprints on the gun? What was the trial your father was involved in that day? I don't remember things so clearly. Only 2 things. I know my father lost, and Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney. Von Karma, you were handling the case? It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the case. That was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem with Von Karma's evidence. So there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in the elevator. You were fine at first, and the time passed and no one came to help. What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner, but then... What was it? A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff's, Yang Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. Picked it up. What happened next? And I threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous, but it was getting so thick I panicked. You're saying you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi. I was in a daze. A single gunshot. The gun fired once. After I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, echoed in my head every day. Gunshot and that horrible scream. The scream. To this day, yes, I practically hear it now. I'll never forget that scream as long as I live. There it is. Part of the testimony clearly contradicts the evidence, but I don't know what it means. I better find out quick. What? You couldn't breathe in an elevator? I see there's a bullet hole in the glass here. Blah, 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 blah. What save file am I using? Von Karma caused the earthquake and sealed off the elevator. A single gunshot then scream. Is it this one? Okay, it was just the wrong texting. There was only 1 gunshot. Yes, I'm sure of that. It was a gunshot. No, Your Honor, unfortunately you don't. Take a look at this. It's a photograph of the scene of a crime 15 years ago, and it lies a clear contradiction to Mr. Edgeworth's testimony. See the victim, Gary Edgeworth, lying there. But what do you mean contradiction? Just like the judge is clueless as always. What could it be? Bullets don't scream. This contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Miles Edgeworth testifies that there was only 1 gunshot. From this photograph, there was not 1 but 2 shots fired. 1 shot hit the victim, the other hit the elevator door. I ask you then, why did Miles Edgeworth only hear 1 gunshot? This photograph does seem to confirm a 2nd shot. However, when was the hole in the elevator made? It might have been there before the incident occurred. There was a before... I'll show you my proof. What? Impossible! Do you prove the bullet hole in the door was related to this incident? I mean, it's this, isn't it? It says it was fired twice. It's in this file. They're dragging out the file. I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it is on. The victim data in this file says the plainly murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. Order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. Time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fangs got a hand, Mr. Wright. Look once more at the incident case file. Look closely. Case summary, that's on page 1. Look what's written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. Because it had been fired 2 times. Other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. There's no point. Second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. As the truth of the matter, it was something else that made the bullet hole in the door. Order, I'll have order. Miss Wright is going to one thing clearly. The murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as one Karma said, the second bullet fired was not found. I then luckily the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So we have the single bullet fired. Afraid to have to discount the defense's claim. What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? Sorry, Maya. It looks like I was wrong. Nick? The second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. But you do it, Nick. You get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. 2 shots have been fired. I'm so certain that I thought I won. I thought it was another person, someone who fired the killing shot, but now I was wrong to think it could be so simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. The one bullet was found at the scene of the crime. The shot was followed by Miles Edgeworth. Ask the thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. You paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No, I do not. You killed your father, though it was not your intention. That's your limitations of the murder of Gregory Edgeworth Thorns today. There must have pronounced a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now, indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. So many things I should be saying. That's no blank. I can't find the words, Mr. Wright. I have an objection. Your Honor. I object. Hisk, hisk. Rowan Granzi object. Oof, Nick? I don't know. His case is perfect. It must exist. The second bullet. Oh no, it's the ghost. But where? Someone took it. Seems that waiting is not going to produce any answers from us. Your Honor, the second bullet, it existed. For proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. It's just, someone took it from the scene of the crime, that's what happened. But who? The murderer. The murderer, then tell us just who is this murderer? Still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? Well, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. The murderer had to find it. Of course there was a need, that's why they took it. It's the reason they have had. The bullet would be proof. Oh, okay. Okay. I still have attorney heart points. Why would a murderer spend time looking for a stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. If it hit you, you'd have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's like you perform surgery right there, you know? I'm not following. Like, so they give you an option to be like, did he need the bullet or did he not need the bullet? And you pick he needed the bullet, and they're both wrong answers. So you pick he didn't need the bullet, and then the ghost of Mia Fey goes into your brain and is like, no, you definitely need the bullet. So like, why'd you give me the wrong prompt then, you fucking asshole? Get this straight. So the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime? Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes. Problem with that. There are two people rescued from the elevator. Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes? The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the pig picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. Pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, we are surely the most unpredictable defense attorney in the room. So, it said in the thing that there is no oxygen in the elevator. If the door opened, there would be oxygen in the elevator. You tell you're grasping it, cannot deny possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it, deny it. No one involved in the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. Hey, Nick, huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberger said yesterday? Mr. Von Karma went on a vacation. It was the first and last vacation he took. Because of shock, but he took it because he was injured, which could mean only one thing. He was the murderer. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. There's a possibility a murder came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Should I come? Why are they even asking me this? Okay, let's save. Because this seems like... Like, the fact that they even ask me is like... It feels like they're baiting me into save it for a better time. Like, why would you even ask? Yeah, I can read. This whole file fits in like 6 sentences. Is mentioning how big it is. I remember how the second bullet's explained, but I don't recall how it makes sense. I found it ridiculous. A murderer doesn't actually need it. He didn't want it. I don't think one of the bullets fired. You see where the other bullet was lodged in the victim's heart. He just happened to be right outside the elevator. That's all. Let's try save it for a better time. I'm fine, Your Honor. With the trial then. All we have to go farther. We have no farther to go. All that's left is the finish. Otherwise, a verdict. What? Not yet. Think, Mr. Wright. Someone from outside was the murderer. Yet you cannot suspect anyone as a possible suspect. Would you conjecture with this? Oh, okay. They're just gonna make me do it anyways. Suspect. One lone suspect. Well, that's certainly interesting news. Very well, right? Who's your suspect? But my hands are shaking. But what? Von Karma. Von Karma. You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one standing right over there? Bah. You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation several months starting from the day after the incident. Pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take us on a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming I took a vacation to heal my injury from that incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where would I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring a doctor. Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Find out who this doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma, perhaps you're well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. If I didn't undergo surgery, that would leave the doctor as a witness. Pulled the bullet by himself? He couldn't have. And just pull bullets out by yourself? Wait, what does that mean? Well, it has to be somewhere, but where? I'm trying to think. I mean... The only piece of evidence we haven't used at all is this one. So it's that, or we say we don't have anything. Alright, well, Karma, I'll prove it, and I'll use evidence. I know how you like it so much. But what? Evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... Let's try it. Oh, okay. Well, they've let me go this far, so clearly there is evidence I can use. Is it the other bullet? Is it the fact that the gun was shot? Well, I mean, the gun was shot like a lot of times, I'll be honest. Of course, my attorney's badge. There's nothing in the case file left, right? Nah. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving evidence trail. So ask where's that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean. The possibility the bullet's still inside Von Karma. Is it even possible for all these years? Only one way to find out. Could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. Take off your shirt now. You refuse, but refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Hello, Vivi. It's good to see you. Order, order, order! The defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. Statute of limitations run on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. On Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. A bullet! Mr. Von Karma, you. It was you! I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there was a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with the incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before DL6. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Prove the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder is from DL6? With any of the DL6 evidence? Because you took it out of the records room yesterday. No proof, you cannot convict me of any crime, so sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close, one day away from freedom, but you see, I have proof. Who would have thought you'd dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. Here's my final proof. Uh-oh. My final proof. I mean, we haven't used this yet. It has to be this, right? A bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. It was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet was thrown quite nice with all ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? You may recall the term. It came up in the trial first. Fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart, and one other, Mr. Von Karma, the bullet buried in your shoulder. We can analyze both bullets, then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon used to kill Gregory Edgeworth. You will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder, and we'll compare the ballistic markings on his... I actually wasn't willing to suggest that we do a surgery because we're running out of time to extract a bullet from a shoulder. That scream. Oh! It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed! Mr. Von Karma. It was you. You and your father are my curse! Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. Blah, blah, blah. Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never thought Edgeworth would be one to catch you. I was careless. But you'll have to be penalized. I covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! It was a shock like none I'd ever known. Me? Penalized? took me hours to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. In the court records room, I must have wandered into the thing I was going. The room was pitch black, the lights must have gone out. I went in the hall and found my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on and the elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, I left a pistol at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. That gunshot sound has been used so much. I'd never known who had shot him. He spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. We fooled a ghost. You didn't stand a ghost of a chance. Thought another man would come to open the elevator door. Judge, what? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. And now, end it! Very well. Here's where I come to all of a very end. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. You are innocent. You are innocent. He said it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. Finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, double not guilty. That is all court adjourned. And we let Von Karma go without incident. Yeah, we did it. Did you see his face? Karma looked paler than usual. It's pretending to be cold, but you crushed him. I say I'm impressed. Pretty close though. I was sure we'd had it. On the verge of tears the whole time myself. Well, good memory. So Edgeworth, it's finally over. Right. I'm not trying to say this. I know. Try thank you. I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. Got you there. Whoop! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I never forget this. I owe you one, pal. Tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. And my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? You, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Whoop! I feel foolish. Take a little at a time to get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey y'all, Lotta. Oh, we're great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, thanks. Congrats. Thank you all very much. You're instant from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one's there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, we'll let bygones be bygones. Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? Yeah, I went back to college. Yeah, trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? It's over, Nick! My life is over! Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Kianse. She's gonna live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here's a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Alright, Butts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That suit. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says street, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right? Yeah, what's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Yeah, well, that's not strange. People give money when we celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? It's a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. 38 exactly? Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? $38. No. No, Larry! It was you! What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school. Doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came to school anyways. Then he saw my money lying there. The rest is history. I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. Oh my god, I fucking auto-played it. Everyone was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know, I know. Really, right? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. That was an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth? You should have told me! No, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you've always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death! The death sentence for both of you! Man, if only I'd known I'd become a prosecutor. Same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. Became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Want to switch, right? Hey, y'all, line up, take a photo. Din is on me. Edgeworth's newfound freedom. Even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's only 5 a.m. Maybe I should go back to sleep. Oh, what's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday, senior. It made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium in training, of course. What about Mr. Edgeworth too? I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless, so I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I could say it to you in your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Goodbye? Goodbye? What time is it? Gah! The first trains to the mountains have left to the station. I guess I'm too late. Hey, Nick, Maya. You're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. I think you'll do fine without me. Be good. But wait, what? Never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister. Yes. Only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought I'd lost everything. My sister for you. Like the gun who helped Grossberg, you and Larry. The one who couldn't help, I was useless. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. I didn't do anything. All you did was wander around in a daze. But I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. Ah, yes. The hot dog. Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6, but you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. Well, it was to put an end to Von Karma. You were the one who gave it to me. I'd have done it without you. I'll be back soon, huh? I'm gonna complete your training and come back. I'll be waiting. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. See you soon. They didn't wait for Edgeworth to be released. They just went out for dinner without him and he stayed in prison. Don't think that you've graduated yet, amateur. That's right, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. There's one more after this? Are you kidding me? Hey pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to Princess. Wish you a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoop! Detective Gumshoe! And he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kinda like he's embarrassed or something, man. Look at my badge. Nick, haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you call a cheap date. Oh yeah, she's in Hawaii right now. Oh yeah. Can't put someone under and extract a bullet out in one afternoon. Someone, especially someone as old as Von Karma. I guess we just needed to freak him out enough. Oh, right? Yeah, I remember him. He's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. She's grateful. It was Larry the whole time. Von Karma should have just practiced self-surgery to rip out the bullet. Yeah, you just put on some anesthetic and you just cut that shit out. Easy peasy. You should know, I've taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. In the area, please stop by. Oh, it's you, Phoenix Wright. He was understudy, was he not? Wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Oh no, it's just like Persona 3. He died at the end, and the ghost of Phoenix Wright came back for those other games. The pacemaker, old bag. That was disgustingly long. That was like 5, almost 6 hours long. She never completes her training until the 6th game. Just come back is the usual sidekick in the 2nd and 3rd games. Oh, okay. Oh, it's the other no one character, Penne. What kind of place is she living at, anyways? Right, who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright. But you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age. Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Oh, me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know the picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous. Shinji Mikami? Really? I never thought about the actual developers behind this game. A brand new episode has been added. It's gonna be a long one, isn't it? I mean, this one felt like it was 2 cases long. Oh wow, there's like animation. It's the Blue Badger. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. offers, but I took none. Is until the day that girl showed up. Okay, maybe we'll stop her there. We shall return to Phoenix Wright soon. Now what do? I can keep going for like 40, 50 minutes or so. Uh, yeah, let's just where's the quit button? Oh, it's title screen, okay. Yeah, there's a oh, okay. This gallery contains spoilers. Goodbye. This episode is at a remake of the first game. That was after the third game already come out. Its 3D effects make use of the remakes DS hardware. I see. I see. Man. And there's 3 games. I mean, it's not going to be as long as Persona. Let me just think. Like, if there's 3 games, let's say there's like 5 cases in each game. I don't remember how many there are. I'm going to guess that there's probably like three that are like short and then 2 that are long. So 3 streams, 4 streams, 7 streams. Damn. I mean, 2 streams a week. If I can stream a little earlier, then we should be able to uh we should be able to get through it in like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, like a game a month probably with two streams a week. Hopefully more if I can do them faster. I mean, I think the first case is usually like a freebie, so like I think you could do the first 2 cases in one stream and then like the rest do like one a stream. What do I want to do right now? Let's just I don't know. Let's wind down with a little bit of ba 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 ba. Because god damn it, I have to beat that game. So I can complain about how much I hate it. It's not like so bad, but it's as much as I like puzzle games, I'm sort of learning that a lot of puzzle games are kind of stinky. Also, this is really loud. I will unfortunately have to hide the stream chat because I do want to record this so that I can use it for the video potentially. But I promise I'm reading the stream chat. We'll just go for we'll go to like about an hour from now. Second and third games only have 4 episodes each. Basically the same length of performance the first 4 episodes in the first game. Okay. Cause yeah, the first case. What even was the first case? The first case was Larry, right? The guy, old guy who like snuck into the apartment and beat some guy in the face with a thing. Second case was third case was Samurai. Second case was Second case was at the hotel, right? I don't even remember what happened during it. I mean, most of these are murder cases. Right, there was that guy with like he was all like oily, shiny, and gross looking. Oh, second was Silver Samurai? I guess the third one was the gross silver oil man guy who kind of just looked like a bootleg Urian, I think. So what was I doing in this game? Oh no. Oh no. Oh god, no. Hmm. Um. Man. I remember now. I got stuck on this for like 30 minutes and I just couldn't figure out. First case of the fourth episode was obnoxious and stumped me hard, really? Dang. This the fifth case of this that we're going to do, it looks familiar. I don't remember the names, but I remember um actually I don't remember. I don't remember names at all. The girl with the glasses that I saw on the cover for the thing. I remember seeing her. The only thing I really remember about the case is that this is the really this is the case with the really dumb puzzle where you have to turn a thing to make it look like the blue badger, and it's like really obnoxious to figure out how the angle are right. I remember that distinctly about the case we're going to do, but I don't actually remember how the rest of it goes. It's this is the one with the like the infamous like music that plays with the badger thing. So second case was a rich murder guy who killed Mia. Third case is the movie studio. Yeah, so many cases they start to run together. But I'm a little worried because everyone says it's a super long one. And time is of the essence. Not is defeat. Baba is unstoppable. I'm I'm already lost. I feel only slightly bad that every video I make reviewing a game is always like mega negative because I hate video games. So wall is wall, belt has belt. So it means we can't change those. What am I doing? I don't want to move on to a new one because I'm gonna forget how this one. I'm gonna like lose all my progress doing this. That did not help me at all. Oh my god, I'm already upset. I think the thing that gets me about this is all we have to work with. There's nothing else. Rock can be you, Baba cannot be push. Baba is you and push. So we can push Baba. Let me out! If it means anything, the fifth game is kind of lame because you don't really solve anything. Writing the story is constantly giving you answers. Aww. I don't have the second set of games. I only have the first. And also the new one. The, like, Great Ace Attorney or whatever. What am I doing with my life? Some parts of this case are neat, like pausing security for a short time, but turning the Blue Badger was kind of ass. What I heard. Fog. Foggin. We're gonna spend 30 minutes just looking at this. That's all we're going to do. So what we have to do is we have to get the rock in there, I'm guessing. Because so rock as a word makes it so that the rock counts as a keyword. So we can make rock as flag. Right. And then you have to touch the rock somehow. The problem is, how do we get in there? And like that, so that just gets stuck in there. Oh wait, flag is a win. Okay. And then we have to somehow get back out there. How? How do? How do? Maybe I do have to go to a different one because no one no one can help me on a puzzle like this. God. It's like, so we can't put any words here because you can't move them after this. Uh, so yeah, I've been keeping a text file of all the puzzles that I gotten stuck on in this game, and it ain't pretty. So, where are we now? Yeah. Level 8 chasm. I'm gonna have to look this one up later, because this one is bad. A lot of the levels in this area were bad. This one's got a huge entry, I bet. What do you mean by a huge entry? Where am I? Slideshow? Is this just puzzle? Oh, this is an actual level. What? Oh, okay. Level 8's up here. Hmm. I see. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. See, I wish more levels were like that. There's a premise that I can grasp really quickly. Level is weak. Oh, okay. That's bad. Key is hot. Door is melt. Oh. Wall is defeat. Door is defeat. Baba is key. Actually, I guess that kind of sorts one thing out. Blah. So what happens if I do this? That didn't seem to work. Ah. So there must be a way to get a. There must be a way to get to get a flag to appear on this map. Level is defeat. Flag has Kiki. Is push and weak. Kiki is weak. Baba is free. I love the sudden stop in the game and music. Weak tag. It means if you collide with another object, you explode. Baba is you. So how do I get through the defeats? We have a move here. The problem is that move pushes thing. Kiki be push and weak? It's complicated. Because it's like the pushing property makes it so that you move out of the way, so the game doesn't technically count it as you contacting each other. It's really specific, and I hate it. How does this help me at all? This is hard. I have no clue. This is what I mean. Like, it's just so unclear what you have to do that like I'm just not having that much fun anymore. Which is kind of sad because I guess it's a puzzle game and I like puzzles. But this is a puzzle game where you have nothing to work with. I guess so what I'm thinking is, okay, if we do Kiki is weak and move, will Kiki explode? Oh, okay, no. Apparently not. I was thinking Kiki could blow up after pushing it and then explode into a Baba, and then Baba can control again. But this is specifically, it's like you have to get pushed into something solid. I put... Okay. So let's try. So the flag can kill Kiki. So let's try that. I have to move this over here. Oh no. I need another thing. Well, oh no, I could just go around like a smarty. Hmm. I have to do that all over again, don't I? I just want to see if I have to do it to get a friggin' point. Okay, yes, that did give me a point I needed. But that one appears to be gone. Okay, well hopefully I didn't need to do that. Volcanic cavern, okay. Tour. Kiki is you. Kiki is Baba. Fire on Kiki is defeat. Baba is melt. Oh. Skull is defeat. Push. Flag on Kiki is win. I need to push Kiki. I can sacrifice one Baba to get the Kiki out. And then we could do Kiki is push. Where does that get me? Because I can't touch that. Mm. Skull is defeat. Where does this get me? We're on level 2 and I'm stuck already. Man. I guess we could... We move the push. We can push... Shit. This is the only way to get the Kiki out safely. So this lets us do... This lets us do Kiki is you. Is that just all we have to do to win? Oops. God damn it. That just made it even harder. Oh, okay. It's just a complete red herring. Fire is okay. I'm wondering if there's a reason for it. Fire was okay. That one was just... That was kind of lame, I'll be honest. This wasn't very interesting. It was just... Oh, haha, there's a push here, but you don't actually need to use it for the intended purpose. Uh-oh. Fire is move and open. Oh! Baba is pull. Flag is push. Flag is win. Skull is stop. Grass is stop. Skull is grass. Okay, there has to be a flag down at the bottom then. So Baba is pull. But why? Skull is stop. Oh. We do flag as pull. Okay. I get the picture. At least I think I get the idea. So I think what they want to do is... Shoot. I don't know how that's gonna help me, but fire is open, yeah, and Baba is shut, so we get opened like a door. So we can pull ourselves up. Ah, fuck. I guess we don't need that many. We don't need that many flags. Shit. Oh, okay, the flag just has to go down there. Your ass is grass. Do I just have to slide on over? Push a flag down between the is and the flag is wind. Yeah, no, the skull is stop on the left there. God damn it. Then how do I make myself contact the flag? We have a spare push here. I can see the idea, I'm just having to figure out. Would this be easier from up here? No, it has to be down because I'm gonna fall down. Right, right. So it has to be that the pushing up will also break pull. That doesn't really work. Or oops. Oh my god, I'm going overtime now. Babe. I don't want to stop, but I have to stop because I need to go. I need to go for my exercising. Or is everyone peeking or something? So I think Max asked if you wanted to. I'm jiving with this puzzle. I just don't have time to do it right now. But okay, we have pushed on long enough. I think that'll do for now. It's been good streams. I'm glad we got through that episode because holy Christ, that took so long. yeah, we're gonna wind down a bit. I'm out of time. Out of touch. Thank y'all everyone for showing up and watching some stream. I will continue this Baba puzzle later. So thank you Rick and Dave. Thank you Rolo and Wes and Bub for showing. Thank you Vivi and Origami. I gotta go. So I'll see you later. Bye bye.